Hello, welcome in Daily Newspaper Editorial Site your program now headline Crimes Against Humanity and an Obtuse Indian Stance The Hindu The Social Character of Scientific Knowledge Vasudevan Mukund Now headlines in detail Crimes Against Humanity and an Obtuse Indian Stance The Hindu India's response to a crime against humanity treaty aligns with its aversion to the Rome Statute and the International Criminal Court. Barsa Singh is assistant professor at the National Law University, Jodhpur, Rajasthan. On December 4, 2024, the UN General Assembly (UNG) adopted a resolution approving the text of a proposed treaty governing the prevention and punishment of crimes against humanity (CAH) treaty. This marks the beginning of the negotiation process among states for the conclusion of a CAH treaty. This resolution comes 5 years after the International Law Commission submitted the draft text of the CAH treaty to the Sixth Committee, the primary forum for considering legal questions in the UNGA. This development is a landmark in the international community quest to combat impunity for CAH. Currently, India does not have domestic legislation prohibiting international crimes. In 2018, Justice S. Muralidhar of the Delhi High Court instead Justice Sajjan Kumar robust that neither crimes against humanity nor genocide have been made part of India's criminal law, a lacuna that needs to be addressed urgently. Nonetheless, there is little or no debate on the need for such laws. The domestic legal and policy spaces. The recent amendments to the criminal law were a missed opportunity in include these crimes in the penal law. This is inconsistent with India's own insistence on the primary of national and territorial jurisdiction for dealing with CAH. India should discorporate CAH and other international crimes into the domestic law, even if it is not a party to the Rome Statute, and lead to ending impunity for grave human rights violation, a role that benefits a true Bisagru. The social character of scientific knowledge. In science, not knowing is ubiquitous. The problem arises when we don't know or choose to overlook. When science ends and faith begins. Vasudevan Mukund. Many of us want to know the how to SARS-CoV-2 virus originated. To do that right now, we need to unravel its evolution from its bat coronavirus ancestor by sequencing the genomes of animal and various near the outbreak site, and we need to affect China's corporation to check whether SARS-CoV-2 SARS-CoV-2 would have leaked from a lab where the virus come from was once singularly important, because the answer could have pointed the way to avoiding similar outbreaks in future. But today there is good reason for this question to take the back seat when people encounter a vitally concept scientists are not able to explain fully. The social character becomes more apparent than it normally is. Some people trust impatient scientists unwilling to consider extra scientific possibilities. Some lean towards authority figures who don't trust science to provide the answer. Historically, people have turned to faith in the face of the unknown. The problem arises when we don't know or choose to overlook where science ends and faith. Trust begins when we fixed on the answer that may never matter at the expense of answer that are already useful. Thank